I have a really meaningful exercise for you to try. I did it myself today. It consists of 5 questions, very meaningful, and it has actually steered how I'm gonna start 2026. This is not more work. This is not a New Year's resolution. Let's talk about it. But first, let's grab something. That's better. We can't talk about anything serious without the sun shining on our face today. Okay, let's jump in. So I just finished 5 questions. Do emotional housekeeping before the new year. The questions were, what am I proud of this year? What challenged me and what did I learn? Number 3, what pattern stood out, good or bad? Number 4, who lifted me and who drained me? And number 5, what do I want next year to look like? The first surprise to me was that I did not have any answer for what I was proud of this year. It really made me question, what was I doing this year? When I did go through my photos, I realized that I walked part of the Camino this year. I learned Portuguese this year. I went to Italy to see a friend. Instead of kind of putting it off, I made a decision. I had the courage to move apartments, which felt really scary in Portugal, to put in notice and not be sure where we were going to next. And I tried a few new things. I did a boxing class. I did some painting, and I did a dance class that I had never done before. What I did notice throughout the year was I did a lot of stuff for other people. I did a lot of stuff with other people in mind. A lot of my year, I would say the majority of my year, was full of things I did for other people, things that I cared more about curating for them. I did a lot of stuff for my family, and that's not bad, but it starts to feel a little bit disconnected from myself if when I'm asked what is it that I've done for me that I'm proud of, that those things didn't readily come to me. So here are a few things. I really encourage you to do this. If you are anything like me, you're in midlife, you have done a lot of caregiving for others, if not your family, for your friends, if not for your friends, for people that you are leading in your career. And every year that you've lived, you feel more and more disconnected from yourself. So it becomes really hard to answer questions like, what do you want to do? What do you like? What are your passions? What are you proud of? And if those questions feel hard to answer, if the answers don't readily come to you, then that's a real good indicator for both of us that we have to go back to the drawing board and get to know ourselves a little bit more. Because I think it's a really common occurrence that women in midlife, kind of as their kids start to need them less, the kids get older, maybe we become empty nesters, we start to see that we've spent a lot of time making life really good for the people that we love, but almost to the detriment of us living our lives. And there's nothing wrong, again, with devoting your energy and your life to loving your family and making a home and teaching your kids. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a noble work. I think when we don't give that same intention to ourselves in terms of what are we doing to live our lives, we get to 50 and we're like, who are we? Have we even done anything with our life that was for us? When I reflect back on 2025, I realize that although I was really fulfilled and happy, loving the people around me, helping my husband with his business, helping my daughter move to Portugal, loving on my nieces and nephews and my teenagers, I was happiest, me, Samantha, was happiest when I was not responsible for anyone. In 2026, I turned 50. Would next year feel any different if I became intentional about doing more things for myself? What would that feel like at the end of a year if I made a decision about paying attention to me? Really, I guess it boils down to, would that change my life? Would there feel like more of a balance if I was able to give my energy and intention not only externally to the people that I love, but also to nurture myself? How would that feel if at the end of the year I was intentional about doing that? So in 2026, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do one thing a week only for myself. And I don't really know. I don't know what that's gonna look like. I sat this morning and was trying to think, like, does that mean go and buy an outfit for myself? Does that mean go have a massage? Like, I don't know. I think I will ask myself, what do I need? What do I want to do? Do I want to try anything new? What feels important to me to do? I'm going to ask myself that every week, and every week I'm going to plan something. I guess it's less about what it is that I'm going to do and more about the fact that I'm even going to ask myself that question. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to do 52 weeks of selfishness, I guess. The only two rules are that whatever I do, I have to be only responsible for myself, not responsible for anyone else during this thing. And the second thing is I have to do it 100% for my own benefit. Those are the only two rules. And I wonder how life will feel different. I would really invite you to do it with me. This channel is called the Aliveness Project. In midlife, decide it's important to notice things that make us feel joy and do the things that make us come alive, to stop thinking about it, to stop talking about it, and to actually take action on those things. So I'm excited. I'm excited to share it with you. My 52 selfish things, one every week. Let's see how that changes life.